guys, Nathalia here, and I'm super excited that today, for the first time, I'm gonna be able to use the outside gym at destination. Since I moved to Dallas, I've been dying to try the outside, but whenever I first moved in the summer, it was freaking hot. I don't know if you've ever been to Dallas in the summer, but it's like, I don't know, hell hot. So today we're getting the chance to try the outside gym, and I'm gonna be using the new bands that Better Bodies has just come out with, which is the loop band that it's amazing to use for glute training, lower body training, but specifically for glutes. And then you have the more SNC strength conditioning type of band that I also use a lot in all my workouts. So most of the workout we're gonna be doing today is gonna be here in the outside gym that you can see behind me. And I'm gonna be using for most of the, I would say 90% of the exercises, I am gonna be using one of the bands. And the beauty of it though, is that you don't really need a gym to be able to use these bands and have a fantastic workout. You can modify. So for example, let's say that I'm using a barbell for an exercise with the band. One of the exercises is gonna be the SNC band around the hip, with the barbell, doing a barbell deadlift with a hip thrust, it's standing up. You can perfectly do that at home with a dumbbell or with a kettlebell. So most of the exercises I'll be demonstrating today with the band, you can do just with the band and dumbbells. So that's the pretty cool part about the bands, and that's why even when I travel, I normally take a set of bands with me, and these bands are definitely gonna be in my bag next time I travel. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I will in a very crazy way. When I train glutes, I go more for the body and mind connection than trying to lift all the weights. Don't get me wrong, I do love to lift heavy, but I think that it has its time and its place, and it doesn't really have to be every single time that you train, you have to smash it just with the weights. You can increase the progressive overload. You can do that by increasing range of motion, by increasing number of reps, by increasing the negative. So that's normally what I do when I train glutes. You're gonna see that I'm not gonna be lifting crazy amounts of weights. I try to focus mostly in contracting and thinking about the muscle that I'm using. My first combo was hip thrust. The first one I did without the bands. But then I felt like it was a bit too light. I didn't want to add more weight, so I just added the band around my knees, and that increased the resistance. And then I supersetted that with Curtsy lunge to a straight reverse lunge, so you don't even get up. You go from the Curtsy lunge straight to the reverse lunge, and then you get up. So it's almost like a pump from Curtsy to reverse lunge, and then you get up. And then the second one was the power squat machine outside on this glorious day. I did squats there with the band around my knees, and then I did good mornings, which is a very hip hinge, a very hip dominant movement with the bands around the knees as well. And then from there, I went to the prowler, which it sounded like a good idea when I was putting this workout together, but it wasn't really, because I feel like I am gonna be dying tomorrow. Because of that thing. And then the third set, like the third superset, was barbell deadlift with a standing hip thrust with the band. So you just have to tie the band to something that is not gonna move, hopefully, and put it around your hip, and then you go down as a deadlift, and whenever you come up, you thrust your hip a little bit to add that tension to the glutes. And then from there, I did the lateral walks with burpees. So 3 lateral hops with a burpee press up. I skipped the jump because I was already dying, but if you want, be my guest, do the jump with it. And then 3, and then the push-up, and then 3, and then back. And that was my deadly superset that you should be able to complete that pretty quickly, 45 minutes max. So keep that resistance up, keep the intensity, in 45 minutes you should be done.